Best snowboard glove I've ever used, period. Let's talk about it. This season, one of my favorite pieces of gear that I picked up was the VO gloves. I've been wanting to get a pair of VO gloves for a while. I was waiting for them to come in stock. As soon as I saw it, snagged a pair, and been so pumped to finally get to try a glove with a zipper on it. If you're like me, you're somebody that uses your action cameras and you're constantly tinkering with stuff or checking your phone, this and that. It's kind of a pain to have gloves, and you don't want to risk dropping a glove either. Well, with the VO glove, you eliminate that possibility because you can simply unzip, get your hand out, but leave your glove still on your hand, and you don't have to take your glove off. You don't have cords dangling and flapping, because even with the corded, with the little wrist strap, there's been times that I thought the wrist strap was around my wrist and it wasn't, and I've almost dropped gloves. Luckily I haven't, but now I don't have that worry. I also have seen gloves fall more times than I can count. With this, it's never gonna happen. I've used these gloves in negative temperatures in Jackson Hole, deep powder in Utah, and they kept my hands warm, dry, and comfortable the entire time. I also like to do tripods, hands down one of my favorite snowboard tricks. And with these gloves on my hands have never gotten wet. That leather palm is nice, waterproof, and durable, and it's kept my hands dry even on the deepest of days that I've ridden. In Jackson, when I was in the negative temperatures, it's like a -10 wind chill, and I never felt the need to run a glove liner. These gloves do a really great job of keeping your hands warm regardless of the condition. And you have basically there's like a liner in there. Each finger goes into a pocket, and it keeps those fingers nice and toasty. And if you're like myself, your hands are gonna sweat a lot. And that's a common problem, with gloves, is that as the day goes on, your hands sweat, the inside of your glove is gonna get wet from sweat, and then that gets cold later on and just kind of uncomfortable. Well, with the VO gloves, you ride with them zipped up like so, but one of the things I actually really enjoy is when I get into the lift line, I'll basically go like that and let it vent a little bit to let my hand cool back down, let some airflow in there. There were times I rode kind of with it like half open like that, just to allow some more air in there. Obviously on a powder day or something like that, you wouldn't want to do it, because then if you fall, snow's gonna go in there. But I do like having the ability to basically vent the heat from my hand in between laps. That's hands down my favorite feature about these gloves, is just to finish a run, unzip, and let some air in there. And plus, you can take that down, pull this wrist strap out, and then now it's down, out of the way. You've got your hand, and you're not gonna lose your glove. There's no way this is gonna fall off if you're standing in line or on a chairlift like that. Plus, when you are in those really cold temperatures, if you do have to remove your glove for some reason, it is painful, and really, it sucks. It's something you don't wanna do when it's really cold, if you have to get your hand out for some reason. So with these, it is nice to just have that ability to just slip half of it off and right back on. And I found my hands to just, as a whole, be far less uncomfortable when I had to whip them out real quick and put them back in, because you still have a little bit of insulation kind of on your hands and wrist to help keep them warm. For me, that always happens if I'm changing batteries or checking footage or playing with my phone, things, just different scenarios like that. What I do like about these two, this does have a nice big leather palm. You got leather on the thumb. I like a leather glove because I find it to be more durable long term. It's also machine washable. It's what it says on their website. So it says machine washable leather. Also have suede right there to help wipe those goggle lenses or if you get a runny nose. All in all, really great design. And at the end of the day, when you're off the mountain, if you're like me, I always take my gloves and I go place them over a vent. I don't have a boot or glove dryer, but I'll use the vent in my house to help dry them out. I like to fold it or unfold it like this, and just kind of set it on there like that, and it allows heat to get in the glove a little bit better. You could also set it like that, and it's gonna blow into both sides. Like when we were in Utah, I rode 7 days straight. These gloves dried out a little bit quicker. I've had regular gloves, I set them like that and try to get them to dry. In the fingertips, it's still a little bit wet and soggy the next day. With these, I put them in front of the fireplace like that, and the entire thing was completely dried out. It was never soggy the next day. So this helps not only on the mountain, but I think the zipper design helps this glove just dry out so much more efficiently than a standard glove. If you are interested in picking up a pair of VO gloves, I will link them down in the description below. I cannot recommend them enough. I've just got the trigger mitt design, but they have several different designs on there. This was just the first one that in my size came in stock, so I bought it as soon as I could. Hands down, cannot recommend the VO gloves enough. The zipper design is a complete game changer. I think the hardest part about it is just getting used to the fact that you don't have to take your gloves off anymore, because once you adjust to that, way better glove, way better hand comfort throughout the whole day. Can't recommend them enough. VO gloves, check them out.
No speed. Ugh.